Hey guys, welcome back. Brandon here. We got some more trading card game shop simulator. The mouthful, the reckoning, the pain. We got Junior over here. That's Junior. Mr. Henderson's at the other shop. We got Junior. Junior, where are you going? Okay, whatever. Um, we're gonna start with our verse of the day. That is Mark chapter 6, verse 4. This precedes our verse in the last episode. Mark chapter 6, verse 4. But Jesus said unto them, A prophet is not without honor, but in his own country, and among his own kin, and in his own house. Let's begin the day. So, why did I pick this verse? Well, it shows us something. So, chapter 5 tells us the story of Gaius and his daughter, who is very, very sick. Game, quit stuttering, please. And also the woman who had the bleeding issue for 12 years. And how God made everything work in alignment so that Jesus could heal both of them at the same time and make a great message. So now we get to the next part, which is chapter 6. And Jesus returns to Nazareth, his homeland. And he is welcomed by the people that saw him raised up. And what he comes to find, and these people there, they tend to look at him in disbelief because they remember Jesus when he was, a child and growing up and being trained as a carpenter under Joseph. And so they even say things along the lines of, is this Jesus? You mean Joseph's son, the carpenter? It's like, is not his mother Mary? Is not his brothers James and Jude? And he has and he has sisters? And the reason they're in such disbelief is because Jesus showed back up to Nazareth as a rabbi. He left there as a carpenter, but he came back. He's got a bunch of guys following him. He's got a bunch of people following him. And he's claiming to be a rabbi. And this all started because it was the Sabbath and he decided to preach. And normally that's for, rabbis. And so they're curious. They're like, who? It's like, this is the same Jesus that was the carpenter dude. Why is he preaching on the Sabbath? And let's see, what do we got here? I'm not giving you over market, so I'll give you $10. Good enough. They were in disbelief of him, even though some of them have heard of his, some have heard of him. They still remember from when he was a kid. And there's a common theme of this where it's called powdered butt syndrome. So, if you're trying to advise your parents on something, or worse, your grandparents, they remember when you were a child and they powdered your butt and put diapers on you. So there's no possible way that you could teach them anything. And the same thing is here. The whole of his people there remember when he was just a child and learning carpentry. And so they're in disbelief that he could be anything like a rabbi. Because normally you would start very young. And so what ends up happening is normally Jesus would perform miracles everywhere he went. And now he is performing no miracles. Again, guys, for real, stop asking me to pay above market. I'll give you $9.50. No. Good. You're smart. You want money instead of card. 18 change. So what ends up happening here is it's said a couple verses later that because of their lack of faith, Jesus performed no wonders, but he did heal a few sick people. Now what does this tell us? It's not that Jesus is limited by faith. He's not like, oh my goodness, look at all this. He's not limited by the power of your faith, but he doesn't reward you if you don't apply your faith. So he doesn't need you to worship him. It's like some of those old, like if you ever played an old game called Black and White where you played as a god and you had the old angel man and the red devil, and they were your basically uh, your morals to help guide you. Like they were good and evil. And it's a really fun game. If y'all have never played it, good luck trying to find it because I'm pretty sure it's blacklisted everywhere. But it may not be. You may be able to find it on GOG or something. Anyways, old gods, pagan gods, the more you worship them, the more you offer them tribute and praise and all those things, they become more powerful. Jesus doesn't need that. He doesn't need you to worship him. He wants you to because it's the right thing to do. But you're not under obligation. This is the whole thing about Christianity. He offers you the gift of salvation. That's available for everyone, regardless of location, creed, gender, race, your background. When John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world," he meant the entire world, and everyone in it. Now here's the kicker. This is offered to the entire world, but those who do not believe in the gift of grace and the gift of salvation that Jesus Christ offers, you're not getting your ticket into heaven. And some view this as, a bit on the negative side. Because it's like, well, why would a God choose to, send us to hell? And he's not choosing that. Your default destination is hell. For the wages of sin is death. That's in Romans. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, he's selling this for a bargain. Would you take 20? Ooh. Would you take 26? Flat? Perfect. Everyone's default location in the world is to go to hell. Or, yeah, everyone's default location because of sin. If you accept the gift of grace, the gift of salvation from Jesus, you're good. Salvation, it's like once you've done that, it is eternal. No one can take it from you. You can't lose it. You don't have to maintain it, and you can't earn it. It's a gift. All you got to do is accept it. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Now, you can fall from grace. You can walk away from God. But if you've accepted the gift of salvation, free gift, you do nothing. You just got it. And this is how I was explaining it to somebody else the other day, because they go, "How can it be such a free gift? Like, how is salvation such a free gift?" And I go, "If I have $20 in my hand and I say it's for you, game, okay. If I have $20 in my hand and I'm going to give it to you, and I hold it out to you, and I say, this is yours. When does it actually become yours? The offer's there, but if you never take it, is that $20 yours? The same thing with salvation. If you don't take it, if you don't take the offer as presented, you don't get it. I gotta pay some stuff, so we're gonna pay those off. We're making decent progress. Their profit today. Yeah, no, you're just getting outright declined. I'm not spending my entire store's inventory or cash reserves on your one card. We will open up a couple packs here at the end of the day. Because if I say I'm going to do it at the end of the episode, I might forget. But if I say I'm going to do it at the end of the day, hopefully I won't... You're just gonna plop it on there? But anyhow, to go back to Mark chapter 6, Jesus does heal a few people who were sick. And this goes to show that, he's not limited in his ability. It's not by how much you believe him or how much faith you have in him. It is entirely his authority to do such. Alright. I'm going to offer you 15. I'm not going to go a penny higher. Yeah, sucks to be you. Now you have a card and no money. I might fire Junior. Alright, what do you got? Would you take 750? And the reason I say I might fire Junior is because I can stock faster than he can. And we are high enough level that we can hire the cash register guy. So let's take an inventory. Okay, so I need more of those. Stock order, I need more of these. And I need more of those too, I think. Let's get a couple of those. We'll purchase that for now. Sorry about the wait, had to make a stock order. And forgive my spastic nature in these. These games are... I am not the gamer I once was. And I'm also really out of the habit, so... But I do appreciate everyone that takes the time to view and comment. I really do appreciate it. I was not expecting these videos, like, even though most of them are in the single digits currently, because we've only been doing this for 2 weeks. Most of the videos are in single digits. A couple of them are starting to get into the double digits, and honestly, I've had more views in the past 2 weeks than I did when I used to do this regularly years ago. Which is highly encouraging. Part of that is I've made more friendship connections over the past few years. And, my life has changed, and it's funny, back in the day, I would spend, I'd work Monday through Friday, I'd focus on work and helping my mom and grandfather with their things, or at the time I was living in my apartment, I think. Oh, those are almost out. Oop. Put that down. Put you in there. Put you in there. We're going to have to order another box of those. But I think I was living at my apartment at the time. And I was focusing mostly on work. And what I would do is to minimize how much time I spent actually doing YouTube videos and editing and streaming and all that jazz. I'd stream once or twice a week. 85.50. I'd stream once or twice a week, like on Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday, because I wasn't going to church at the time, I had the entire day to myself to do whatever. And while videos were processing and, waiting to get, rendered and edit, and all that jazz, or uploading, I'd be doing household chores. But Sunday, I generally had the whole day to myself. So what I would do is I would spend the entire day making a multitude of videos. And I'd make an entire week's worth of good googly moogly. Look at that stuff jump around. Jump around. Jump around. Alright, what do we got here? You know what? That's a fair ask. I'm going to lowball you ever so slightly. Perfect. And of course, Junior's out of here already. It's 9 o'clock. He left immediately. He even dropped this on the ground. Didn't even bother. What was he saying? That goes in the trash. Come on, gimme. Alright, so I gotta order a bunch more of those. Alright, so that can go back up there. I got to... One of these is already opened. Perfect. Perfect. We'll finish up the stocking. Not many of those were sold. How many do I got in there? You know what? Put that... We got 10 in here. Do I want to open all 10? We'll open 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll open 5. Let's see what we get, guys. Ooh, look at that mufflin. Okay, bunch of basics. Ooh, Nocti. We're getting some good pulls here. Like, they're not great. They're not, like, make us independently wealthy great. But they're decent little cards, especially considering, you know, it's a $3 pack. So, like, we're making decent money. Alright, so let's do the stocking before. 2 of those. 2 of those. Let me make sure I got this. Put that there. That goes up there. I'm thinking about putting that up there and getting more... How do I want to do this? I also want to add more stuff to sell. Because the dice aren't doing great. I do need to get a new shelf. I do need to get a new shelf. So let's look at the DIY. Small cabinet. Let's get a couple of these. And here's what we're going to do. Watch this. So it snaps there, right? Is that box empty? It's not yet. But it will be. We're going to do a little bit of rearranging. Now I forget. Do I? No, these are just bottom down. Alright, let's do this. Anyways, I would spend like 1, maybe 2 days recording all the videos back to back, and then shelf has no more space. Okay, so we'll put this here. We'll put that up there, and now I need an empty box. Doesn't have to be empty. Just gotta hold a bit. And now we're gonna put them here. Don't worry, everything will make sense here in a moment. Okay. So you come here. You just go there for now. I want you over here. All right. And in fact, we're going to put you here. Put you here. Put you here. Put you here. And do we get the new stock? I do have another one of these. Okay. And so what we're going to do with this guy here is package it up for C, and then C again, we're going to get an extra 250. So we're not out totally. Now, what do we sell on this shelf? I think we begin selling rare cards, maybe? Do we begin selling rare cards? We got figurines. I kind of want to start selling rare cards, Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll grab 2 of those. And that way, you can come back down here. And you guys can go, you'll go up there. And we'll do the pricing in the morning because the pricing changes every day. So if I change it now, I'm just going to have to change it again. And yes, you get to see me make a fool of myself. What fool? What do you mean zeros over there? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong shelf. Those labels are getting me. Okay. Now we have, that's a full one. We could keep that on the bottom. We're going to be spending some money today. That's okay. We're going to spend a little bit more money. And get one more box of this. Because though there is room up on the shelf. Don't tell me there isn't. And oh, I need to order some boxes of those, which are here. I want 5. And there's a reason I want 5. Because we're going to put a couple right here. Just fill up that space for now. Now what I could do is get the themed card sleeves. Kind of not really worth it, in my opinion, but you know, to each their own. And what that leaves me is I can put another shelf right here. Or I can get a double shelf like that and put the big boxes. Yeah, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Because how much does that cost? 300. So it's more economical just to get these. Because I think they get, for the amount of space they take up, I get an extra storage shelf. So what I'll probably do is swap this out later, but we gotta end this day. This episode's been going on for a hot minute. And we haven't even gotten to the second day yet. Yes, I am aware that, you know, we spent gobs of money. Okay, so let's check our prices. Top, we'll say these are 4. That's a good price. That's still a good price. That's still a good price. Yep, we're good across the board. Open up. And what we'll do with this is put this right here for simple, easy access. I do have empty space over here. So now I gotta think of how I'm gonna, what am I gonna add next? So I am gonna need another shelf. I'm gonna get rid of that one and buy 2. Hey, look at that. He's buying rares. $13 is your change. Oh, forgot the dice. Oop. 57. Because yeah, Junior over there is a bit slow. Oh yeah, I was gonna get the other guy. Let him work the register while I work the stock. We'll do that at the end of the day. I'll let him finish out his day today. Pay your bills. $30. There you go. Have a nice day, ma'am. Let's see here. Oh, we haven't checked reviews in a hot minute. Let me knock these guys out real quick. Well, bam. Left hook. Um, oh, that's what I was saying earlier. So, wow, we're 4.76. We're doing great. Looking to see if there's any low stars where they're saying they can't find something. Dollars or change. That's what I was going to talk about. So I used to do like all this work one day a week and do all these episodes, get them edited, get them scheduled, and the problem was is that people would make comments on videos that would come out on like Monday or Tuesday saying, "Hey, have you noticed this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's going to be next week before I can say it, before I can fix it, because I record these all in advance." And what I've been doing here lately is it takes me about an hour because there's roughly half an hour of doing all the recording and the making the episode. And then it takes me about 15 minutes to edit because I'm doing very simple editing. I am not trying to... I do not expect to be the next, mega uber YouTube star. I don't want to be. If this ever somehow begins to make me some sort of money, it will be a blessing in disguise. Why do you throw this on the ground? Don't do that. I think for today's episode, we'll open up some rares, because those are all going to be brand new cards. Those are going to be cards that we don't have. But the basics, so if I remember the statistics on this, I keep having shiny ball syndrome and forgetting things. But, oh, this is a nice card. And this is a rare. We could get it for far less if we randomly pull it. Any chance you'd take 500 for it? No, but you would take 6. Let me think on it. So they'll wait about an in-game hour, which is about a minute in real life, in real time. They'll wait about that long before they just walk off. I know he'll accept 600. Would she accept 550 maybe? Oh, we're getting there. I know if I give him 575, he'll take it. Do I want to spend that much on the card, though? Because I'm not reselling these. I'm just keeping them. Let me do some more thinking. Do I want to spend basically the day's profits on a single card? Yeah, but I'm gonna have to decline. I don't want to spend that kind of money yet. But yeah, I had this issue where I just tried to min-max my YouTube, and it just did not pan out in any reasonable way. And now I do, like, today's Thursday, this video will be up on Friday. I'll do like I said, it takes me about an hour. I'll do the recording, I'll do the editing, I'll get it scheduled and do all the things on the YouTube end, and... Oh, wait. $2 even. I'll give you $2. Okay. 2 1/4. You're twisting my arm on this one. Nah, bro. Come on. 2 1/4. Get out of my store. That disrespect. Now I kind of do like... It's kind of almost like a daily vlog. So like y'all can tell, like... I can tell y'all what's been going on in my life on a day-to-day thing. If that's something you care about, which I'm presuming if you're watching the video you care. So like today, for example, like yesterday, Wednesday, I worked a 12-hour shift, and I was dog tired. I was just, it was bad. But there was a cool thing that happened. I got a bunch of overtime, which is nice. I have been wanting to make more money. More money? Yes, more money. And I have been blessed by the fact that business has picked up more than expected during this time of year. So we're, having more work for us, which means, and it kind of panned out a little bit in the fact that, we'll order 4. In the fact that, one of our drivers was a complete idiot and damaged one of the delivery vehicles because of his ignorance. Would you take 12? If not, I will pay your asking price. Aha! Let's see, I need to apparently do this work because he can't. Yeah, I really do need to hire that checkout guy. He'll be able to handle this well enough. At least I hope so. I am hoping that he will be. Because Junior over there, I'm pretty sure smell moves faster than Junior. Put in a Mafia Works box. Be right there in just a moment. Oh, he's already filling those up. Cool. Oh. What can I do for... I want it. I want it. Okay. Okay. Let's not be greedy. Would you take 300 by chance? Oh! Look at that card. Look at that card. And we got it for a steal. We literally stole from this man, and he doesn't realize it. And if he does, bro... I almost feel bad for that. Almost. Not quite. Shelf has no more space. Go ahead and toss that up there. Hey, alright. And what... Maybe I'll hire... Because if I'm going to be doing the stocking, I don't need Junior. Oh, but anyways. I keep getting distracted. Sorry, guys. Would you take 13? Come on. Okay. You twist my arm. A quarter more. Alright, alright. At least we agreed. We got it done. A deal was made. Yes, Mr. Red, what can I do for you? I'll give you... You know what? I'm going to lowball you since you're asking so much above market. Okay. Sure thing, buddy. Anyway, so got a lot of overtime yesterday, which normally when I have a day like that, the next day is much easier, much lighter. And so today I only worked about 6 hours, which panned out because the church was actually needing people to help do some things. They needed to move around a lot of furniture to prepare for the fall festival this weekend. And I showed up, and I'm one of two, there's the two pastors. There's Pastor Scott, who is the main pastor, and then you have Pastor Austin, who's the youth pastor. And no, dude. It's beautiful. If I was selling individual cards, I would buy it just for the easy win on the money. I'm not doing that. I don't want to deal with individual card sales, which is probably very limiting for me, but it's my game, and I don't want to deal with it. I'll give you $2. You're not getting more than $2. I'm not even going to hit you with the come on. But I went over to the church, and they go like, hey, from 10 to 2, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., could we get some volunteers to come out and help us move furniture to help prep for the prep work for the fall festival, because they needed to move furniture and get things organized and things out of the way so that we can do... Ooh, look at it. It's so cute. And it's so much money. Gonna have to decline, sorry. You're asking way too much. I'm not even gonna give you... Okay, so let's throw that there. What is in boxes? No item in it. Perfect. Junior's hard at work. I really do have to get rid of Junior. He's just too slow. And I moved about a dozen ladders, 4 or 5 office desks, 10 chairs, and then we set up false walls so that we could cover up other things. We move stage pieces and a whole bunch of things. And when I got home, I was just sore. I was beat. And I was like, why did helping the church hurt me more than my job? Because this is not how it's supposed to be. And then I get a personal thank you from Pastor Scott himself. He sent me a text message and he goes, hey man, I really appreciate you coming out. He goes, I don't know how we would have got all this done if you didn't show up. Which really warms my heart. Like, really warms my heart. Alright, bro, I'm gonna have to kick you out. Because your opponent's not showing up. It's like, I hate to tell you this, Bubba, but your opponent's not gonna show up. It's after 9. He's not allowed in the store at this point. But we appreciate your patronage. Okay, so let's get that done. Actually, you know what? These small partial boxes we can put up here. Because I'll be doing that from now on. Oop, wrong button. And we can top that off. That's full. Those are full. Yeah, we're all full up. Okay. And really, Junior? Hold on. Hold on. How do I fire Junior? How do I fire Junior? How do I fire Junior? I guess I'm gonna have to actually see him in person. But let's a Ghost Guard is, oh yeah, so we got our first Ghost card as a random buy. Look at that, by the way. Gigatron X. Oh, and we got this for $300. Oh, that's great. So Tetramon, we're gonna organize them by. Let's check out our most expensive card we own, which is this guy right here, Dracoonix. Epic. What does that say? EX Legendary Foil. Okay. Then we got this EX Epic Foil. Neat. But let's. No, that's not what I wanted. No, that's not what I wanted. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what rares we get. These are all going to be new cards for us. Peking, Peking. Ooh. Neat. Ooh. Look at that. And this was from a $4 pack. This was a good pull. These look like all the evolved ones. We still gotta pull from so many basics. Oh, look at that mummy, though. Look at these. These are... Ooh. So let's do some housekeeping real quick. I want one of you. I want a couple of you. I want another one of you. We're almost out of those. So I'll buy one of you. How many of those do I need? I need to get 2 of those. And stock order. Basic card box. Okay, so we're going to do that. And what we're going to do is take that one off. Since we're running late on this episode anyway, we'll do more card pulls because that's the name of the game. And we'll pull a box and see what happens. I could obviously wait until next episode to do this, but if you're still here, you get to see anything cool we pull. Yeah. Well, we have the inventory now, so. And there we go. Our shelf is stocked. No, wrong button. There we go. Let's pull 8 and see what happens. Speed run. Ooh, we got a shiny. Okay. Some of these are so... Look at that! A $13 card from a $3 pack. Nice. Boys, I think this box was a winner. I'm glad we got it. $11 for that. It's an EX. And we got its foil over there. I don't want to do any grading yet because we're just not making the kind of money needed to do that. We actually got so much inventory that I probably, hopefully, let's not jinx it, hopefully we won't need to order any more inventory tomorrow. Sorry today's episode kind of ran a little long, but, you know, you get to hear about my day. And we get to hang out together, and I get to talk about the Bible, and it's all a win. It's all a win. Next day. But that's it for today's episode. Thank you guys for watching and spending time with me. I really do appreciate it. You know, I've always hesitant about this. It's like, do I ask for subscriptions and likes? Like, if you really liked it, do I have to ask? But regardless. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. God be with you. Say your prayers. Read your Bible. And as always, toodles.